Good evening, and welcome to Royal Report, your go-to source for the latest developments involving the British monarchy. Tonight, we delve into an unfolding drama that has sent ripples across Buckingham Palace and beyond. Imagine receiving a message from a family member, a plea that, despite its desperate tone, simply cannot be granted. That is precisely the predicament King Charles III finds himself in, as his brother, Prince Andrew, Duke of York, makes an impassioned yet impossible request. The fallout from the Jeffrey Epstein scandal continues to cast a long shadow, and Prince Andrew's attempts to navigate these troubled waters are increasingly highlighting a profound rift within the royal family. Before we dive into this fascinating news, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our exclusive royal updates and insights. The story for Prince Andrew, indeed, is taking a very complicated turn. The lingering effects of the Epstein scandal have left him with seemingly no viable options, leading to a direct appeal to the monarch. Our sources indicate that Prince Andrew has sent a statement to King Charles III, expressing a clear desire to not be completely excluded from the British royal family. However, the king's stance is firm. For His Majesty, the image and integrity of the crown are paramount, and he has made a definitive decision. Prince Andrew is to remain out of the public eye. This directive is not expected to change, regardless of any further appeals or actions from the Duke of York. The message from Andrew, laden with desperation, has certainly raised alarms within royal circles, not least for the possibility that it might evoke sympathy in the king. Yet, for the sake of the institution, King Charles III remains resolute in keeping his brother on the sidelines. Prince Andrew's plea, as it reached King Charles III, underscores his deep desire to maintain a connection, however tenuous, to the royal family. He wishes to continue being present in some capacity, a wish that, given the circumstances, appears entirely unattainable. The Epstein case caused significant damage to the royal family's public image, necessitating drastic measures from the king. These measures included the stripping of Prince Andrew's military titles, royal patronages, and the financial allowance he once received. The impact of these decisions has been profound, effectively severing many of his institutional ties. Adding to the complexity of the situation is Prince Andrew's steadfast refusal to vacate his residence at Royal Lodge. This resistance is rooted in a palpable fear that if he were to leave, King Charles III might prevent his return. Royal Lodge is situated a mere 3 miles, or approximately 5 kilometers, from Windsor, a proximity that is reportedly too close for the king's comfort, given his goal of keeping Prince Andrew at arm's length from the core of the royal family. Even during necessary renovations to the mansion, the Duke of York chose to remain, a decision that further illustrates his deep anxiety and desperation about his standing within the institution. This unwavering attachment to Royal Lodge speaks volumes about his current state of mind and his relentless efforts to cling to any remaining vestige of his former life within the royal fold. For King Charles III, the restoration of the British monarchy's image is a top priority, perhaps above all else. While reports suggest a potential reconciliation with Prince Harry might be drawing closer, it is the ongoing scandals surrounding Prince Andrew that continue to disrupt the king's peace of mind. A historical bond of good relations between the two brothers has demonstrably cooled in the aftermath of the Epstein revelations. Advisors within the king's inner circle have consistently urged him to take decisive action against Andrew. This advice stems from a clear understanding that such measures are crucial for rebuilding public trust and for preventing the monarchy from being further tarnished by association. The king's commitment to these actions highlights the seriousness with which he views the implications of Prince Andrew's past associations. Despite these concerted efforts by the king to create distance, Prince Andrew has continued to seek avenues to reintegrate himself into the royal family. A notable instance of this was his recent attendance at the Duchess of Kent's memorial service. His presence at the event was perceived by many as an attempt to re-establish connections and, specifically, to approach his nephew, Prince William. However, this particular endeavor did not yield the desired outcome. Reports indicate that the Prince of Wales actively avoided any meaningful interaction with his uncle, signaling a continued reluctance to engage with Prince Andrew in a public capacity. This cold reception further underscores the depth of the rift and the difficulty Andrew faces in his quest for rehabilitation. The situation has become even more complicated with recent revelations concerning Sarah Ferguson, Prince Andrew's former wife. A leaked email surfaced, which reportedly showed her referring to Jeffrey Epstein in highly problematic terms, specifically as her loyal, generous, and supreme friend. This disclosure has ignited a fresh wave of criticism and has undoubtedly strained her own relationship with the royal family, almost certainly condemning her in the court of public opinion and within royal circles. In response to these developments, King Charles III has made his intentions unequivocally clear. He desires for both Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson to remain absent from family gatherings and events. This directive marks yet another significant step towards firmly establishing distance and, in essence, a total break from Prince Andrew's previous standing within the royal family. The doors to public life appear to be closing ever more tightly for the Duke of York, despite his persistent efforts to find a way back into the fold. His relationship with his brother remains strained, and the king's recent decisive actions indicate that this period of distancing is set to continue for the foreseeable future. The narrative surrounding Prince Andrew is a stark reminder of the immense pressures and responsibilities that accompany membership in the royal family, particularly when personal actions intersect with public expectations and the institution's integrity. The king's unwavering commitment to upholding the crown's image, even at the cost of personal affection, defines this difficult chapter. As this story continues to unfold, we invite you to stay informed. What are your thoughts on King Charles III's firm stance, and do you believe there's any path for Prince Andrew to re-enter public life? Share your perspectives in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to Royal Report for continued updates on this and other compelling stories from within the British monarchy. Your engagement helps us bring you the most relevant and insightful news. Until next time, good night.